Hi, Year 7. So if you're up to here, it means that you're into your methodology. So how are you going to write that? Think of a methodology like a recipe, but using scientific terms and processes and procedures and conventions. So let's have a look at the two kind of methodologies that were given from our original experiments. So we have this one from the balloon rockets and this one down here for the toy car and the ramp. So I'm just going to leave them there. What you're going to do is you're going to base your methodology on something like that. It's going to be really similar, isn't it? Because you've done that experiment and then you've modified it with the things that you are changing. So those variables that you're changing, and you have a very similar thing that you are measuring, probably distance. If not, you've got other ways to measure it. So if we have a look at the research question that was originally proposed to this one here, the balloon rocket races. I don't have one for here, but I'm just going to use this as my example. Here's my question. Does the number of breaths, so that there is our independent variable. So let's, the number of breaths affect the distance traveled, and that's going to be pink. So this one here is our independent. Hopefully this works. IV, oh, not the best, DV. All right, so what we're going to be looking for now in this methodology, is where does it say independent variable? Like what part or what steps are saying that we need to change the number of breaths? So we've got here, pull the string right there, pull the string tight, blow up the balloon, but don't tie it, pinch the other end, and let it fly. It doesn't actually say to change breath, does it? So that's something that could be improved on this one. If you have a look, does it say something about where the distance has been travelled? Pinch the end of the tape, let it go, watch your rocket fly. Measure the distance that your balloon travelled and record in the table. So that is what we're looking for. So when you write your methodology, you need to make sure that it's very clear what is the thing that you're changing between each trial, or sorry, between when you're testing. So what are you testing for? And what are you measuring? And how are you going to measure it? Because, what we are looking for is when you write your methodology, make a numbered step. So that's a really good one here. And then write in past tense. It should be a lot easier once you've done your experiment. And then we're going to look for this information. So is your writing a relevant method? Does your method describe the process to ensure data can be collected? So have you got enough? Can I follow this? If I've never, I'm pointing at the screen, it doesn't work. Can I follow this procedure? And will it give me enough data to answer this question? That is what we're looking for in your a good methodology. And if you can do that, then perfect. These are some things here to help you out. Does the method mention multiple trials? Oh, that's a bit of a tongue twister. Is it clear and detailed, showing thought that is given, and is it supported by a diagram? So these are something that you should have in your methodology. So if you have a look at your task, your scaffold sheet, so you've got all these parts that should be filled, and we have a look here at our methodology. Describe using steps, past tense, and then a pencil and ruler scientific drawing. So that just means that your drawing is with a pencil and ruler. You use an eraser to, if you've made a mistake. There's no shading, and it's just simple basic line drawings with labels on each thing. I can't draw that on my screen at the moment. I couldn't help you there. But it should be annotated. So that just means with little notes to explain how you set up your experiment. That would help also write this here. So that's what we're looking for when it comes to this section. So if you have a look down here, when we're looking at these methodology sections, it's like the method, if you don't consider these things, if it's insufficient and irrelevant data, you're going to get 1 or 2 marks. So that just means you've given me a method, but it hasn't quite given me the data that I needed. So this one here, it has got the blow up balloon, measure the distance, but it hasn't told me the trials, and it hasn't told me how many times I need to do it and how I'm going to measure it. So that would actually be this one. So this person who wrote that one there would be a methodology that enables collection of relevant data, but there isn't enough information to collect sufficient data to answer this question here. So to be sufficient, it needs to, and considered, it means that you're thinking about all the aspects related to your method. Like someone could follow it exactly and do exactly the same thing as you. And then that data is sufficient, as in like it's enough to answer the research question, and relevant, as in like it's going to answer the research question. So for example, if you were going to like say measure the time it took you to complete the experiment, that's not really relevant, is it? Because it's like your research question is about the distance traveled by either the toy car or the ramp or something along those lines. So think about those things when you're writing your methodology. And do you feel that it is one of these things? So these are the two things. Like if you can answer yes to those both of those questions, your methodology is doing great. So good luck. Pause the video, rewind, go back, do all those things. Don't forget to type it up and save your work. Thanks a lot, Year 7, and I'll see you in the next video for safety considerations.